Hey, welcome to the Legit Crypto Lounge, everyone. Thanks for joining us. If you're new here, we're all about connecting legit people to legit projects. So today we've got the Voice Crypto joining us. We've got Federico and Christian, and we've got Bruno acting as a translator. So just a quick run through of what we're going to do. So we're going to meet the team behind the project. We're going to have a run through of the token, look at the tokenomics, the distribution, and hear from these guys about their plan, how to make it a successful project. So if you guys want to introduce yourselves, tell us a little bit about yourselves, your background, and introduce your project.
Bueno, lo que está pidiendo es más o menos una introducción de ustedes, que después más adelante en el AMA vamos a estar viendo los tokenomics, cómo funciona el juego, cuál es el proyecto, todo eso, pero por ahora una introducción de ustedes y está.
Bien, mi nombre es Federico, yo soy productor teatral y musical, soy cantante y por el lado cripto soy parte del equipo de Bynamon, que es un juego NFT ya hace tiempo, en el cual me desempeño en la parte de marketing y marketing artístico.
Okay, Federico is a music producer, a theater producer, and in terms of the crypto space, he's one of the marketing managers on the Bynamon project. So he has some experience inside of the crypto space and managing an NFT game.
Cool.
Christian?
Soy desarrollador, actualmente trabajo en Mercado Libre, que bueno, es en Latinoamérica es básicamente la competencia de Amazon. Ahí estoy trabajando como desarrollador Android y después también soy desarrollador blockchain, desarrollo contratos en Solidity. Y bueno, nada, en cuanto a cripto me uní hace varios años haciendo trading y demás, y luego nada, quise combinar la programación, que es lo que amo, con la cripto, y surgió desarrollo en blockchain. Y bueno, nada, en base a eso dije, tengo que hacer un proyecto. Entonces, bueno, nada, fui uniendo personas, amigos y demás. Y bueno, acá estamos.
Okay, Christian is a developer. He currently works in Mercado Libre, which is one of the biggest competitors to Amazon at the moment and is the leader in e-commerce in Latin America. He works as an Android developer, and he's also a blockchain developer. He got into the crypto space by investing, as we all did pretty much, but then decided to combine his love for both coding and blockchain and started learning and developing a project and getting friends on board. So that's how the Voice project was born.
Cool. And you guys have actually got quite a big team, haven't you? I think I had a look at your team, and there seems to be quite a few. So I think there's more than just you two, right?
Pregunta que si tienen un equipo bastante grande y si son, además de ustedes todos, ¿quiénes son?
Sí, somos más o menos 12 personas. Ahora estamos sumando una más. Bueno, tenemos diseñadores gráficos, tenemos una especialista en UX y UI. Tenemos, bueno, programadores backend, son dos programadores en React. Y después, nada, tema marketing, está Fede. Tenemos a Nehuen también, que se está encargando, y tenemos un especialista en realización de juegos en cuanto a la lógica y las características que puede tener uno.
Yes, the team is quite big. It's comprised of 12 people. They are adding one more. There is 2 backend developers, 2 React developers, a data scientist that's involved in building all the logic in the game. There is a UX UI developer, graphics designers. So it's quite a complex team over at The Voice.
Awesome. So do you guys want to just give us a bit of introduction to the project and what the story is behind it?
¿Se pueden dar una introducción al proyecto y cuál es la historia atrás?
The Voice Crypto es un juego en donde que se trata de un manager que sigue la carrera de uno o varios artistas y se encarga de que esos artistas que son rocas sin pulir, joyas sin pulir, que sean después hitos de la música. Básicamente se trata de la estrategia de un manager yendo a hacer que sus singers se realicen a través de la música.
Yeah, The Voice Crypto is a game where you act as a manager, where you manage one or more artists, which are unpolished or uncut gems in the music business, and you work by developing a strategy and optimizing the way that you play the game in order to make them stars by improving their level and playing as best as possible.
Cool. Do you want to go into a bit more details of the game and how it's going to work?
Si pueden entrar un poquito más en detalle, capaz que mostrar
Claro, cómo no. Claro. Vamos, Chris, ponemos la página.
Vale, comparto.
Showing some screenshots and how the game works.
Perfect. Look at that. Okay.
Bien. The Voice Crypto hoy tiene 2 modos de juego antes de la salida del token, que es el modo de juego de batallas, que es este que estamos viendo, y el modo de juego de overtime, los duelos y el overtime. Son estos 2 modos de juego que ya están antes de la salida del token y que sirven en realidad para que todos aquellos participantes puedan generar sus primeros 2000 TBC para poder tener su credencial de manager. Esa credencial de manager sale justamente 2000 TBC y en esta primera etapa no van a tener que pagar esos 2000 TBC, sino que van a poder jugar a esta especie de click to earn en donde van a poder generar esos 2000 TBC, por supuesto, antes comprando el NFT.
Okay, yeah. There is currently 2 game modes available where you will be able to earn your first 2000 TBC in order to buy your manager pass, which is needed in order to take your NFTs to touring. The NFTs are already for sale, so that's why you're able to play these games and start earning those first TBC on a click-to-earn platform. It's called the Battle Mode and Overtime. So that way, before they do the IDO, they will be able to earn those TBC and get the manager pass from day one.
Siendo sinceros, esto es lo que menos nos gusta. Vamos a la parte más importante, que es cuando salga el juego, cuando salga el token, vamos a ir al primer modo de juego real de The Voice Crypto.
If they are being sincere, this is the part that they least like about the game, and they want to show you what the game will truly look like in the tour mode, which is the most interesting part.
Bien, la modalidad tours, uno primero elige el NFT con el que va a jugar, va a enviar de gira, de tour, al NFT que elija.
Yes, you have to first select the NFT that you want to play with, and in order to build the tour for that character.
Este NFT tiene distintos atributos. La energía, el estado de salud, el estado de ánimo, y todos ellos van a depender luego del rendimiento en los tours.
Yes, these NFTs have different attributes such as energy, mental state, health, etc. So based on those attributes, it's what you have to select next in order to optimize the tour as much as possible.
Select the NFT and next. Luego vamos a elegir los stage, vamos a elegir los escenarios en donde nuestro artista va a jugar. Estos escenarios tienen distintos atributos.
Once you select your NFT, you have to select a stage for your NFT to perform. These stages have different attributes, and you have to select the stage as best as possible based on the attributes that your NFT has. let's say that your NFT is a medium tier, you want select it to go to the top stage because it won't perform as well as, let's say, in a medium stage. So that way you have to have some strategy in terms of what stage you select to play.
Exacto, perfecto. Popularidad, dificultad, la demanda de energía que tiene cada stage es lo que uno va a ponderar a la hora de elegir determinado stage para que haga el tour nuestro músico.
You have to take into account the popularity, energy it takes to perform on a certain stage, and all those different attributes so that you can optimize the stage you select as much as possible. Then you have to select, Cristian, capaz que pasar a la próxima.
Eso. Luego entonces vamos a elegir el equipo de música que vamos a alquilar para que ese músico haga el tour. Y esto va a tener que ver la cantidad de watts RSM que dice abajo y la calidad económica profesional y premium va a tener que ver con el tipo de stage, va a tener que ser consecuente con el tipo de stage que uno está eligiendo.
Once you select the stage, you have to select the music equipment that you want to rent and take into account the wattage, the power, and all those things. You have the economic one, the professional one, and the premium one. And based on the stage that you select, you have to optimize what equipment is best for you in that scenario.
Next page. Entonces, luego voy a elegir el hotel o el lugar en donde mi músico va a dormir.
Then you have to select the place that your NFT has to stay during the tour. You have all the way from a 5-star hotel down to a camping. So
Exacto.
based on the popularity that you have on your NFT and what rank it has, you have to optimize the best place for your NFT to sleep during the tour. Because selecting the 5-star hotel, it doesn't automatically mean that it will be the best performance if you are performing on a mid-tier stage.
El camping es gratuito, o sea, yo puedo hacer todo esto sin invertir TBC. Yo puedo llevarlo de camping, que cante en la calle y que se mueva en bicicleta sin ningún problema, sin gastar TBC. Pero a medida que yo quiera tener ganancias más grandes, voy a tener que invertir TBC en su gira y llevarlo a un mejor hotel según el estatus que tenga ese NFT, ¿no?
There is a free way to play the tour game by selecting the camping, performing on the street, etc. So that way you can play, but based on the popularity of your NFT. And if you want to optimize your earnings as much as possible, the stages that you select will need an investment in TBC, but that way you will be able to get a better return out of the tour that you made.
Next page. Entonces, aquí vamos a elegir la movilidad que va a tener nuestro artista. Puede ir, como dije recién, en una bicicleta o puede ir en una limusín. Y eso va a depender también de la calidad del NFT que tengamos. Va a tener una cantidad de ego que me va a dar la noción de qué tipo de traslado le tengo que dar para que tenga una resolución óptima del tour.
Yes. Then you have to select the mode of transport that your NFT has to take to the tour. You have all the way from a bike, which is free, up to a limousine. And you have to base that based on the amount of ego that the NFT has. So if your NFT has a big ego, then maybe it would be best to go with the limousine and the popularity. So there is a lot of aspects to take into account while you are making the tour. So it's quite a realistic game in that sense.
Next page, entonces, bien. Y ahí vamos a, por último, vamos a elegir la publicidad que se le va a dar a este tour. Podemos elegir flyers, radio, televisión, redes sociales, y ahí, como en todo el juego, yo voy a poder elegir cualquier acción. Pero, por ejemplo, si yo mando a un NFT a un bar a cantar, yo le saco una publicidad en televisión, seguramente va a ser muy costosa y no me va a redituar, ya que el NFT no tiene popularidad todavía y el bar es muy chiquito para que entre la cantidad de gente que me haga redituable poder tener una publicidad en televisión. El juego está llevado a la lógica real de esta profesión que es la de manager y la de productor en general.
Yes. Then you have to select the marketing that you want to do for the tour. You have all the way from social media to television. And let's say that you choose to perform on a bar and you select the television advertising, then it probably won't be optimized. So you will lose some money and not make it profitable because television brings a lot of people in, but the bar doesn't maybe have the amount of people to make it profitable. So you have to take into account like you're a real life manager, and it's like you are a real life music producer or manager.
Bien. Luego, una vez que pase todas esas instancias, voy a mandarlo de gira. Y esa gira puede tardar 24 o 48 horas según la cantidad de stage que yo le haya dado. Y la cantidad de stage quiere decir la cantidad de fechas, la cantidad de días con la que el NFT va a presentarse. Y eso también va a tener que ver con la cantidad de energía que uno tenga. Yo le puedo dar 10 días, 10 fechas a un NFT. Sin embargo, si no tiene la energía necesaria, va a terminar abandonando la gira. Entonces, siempre es importante tener en cuenta quién es tu NFT y darle las opciones acordes. Aquí lo que se va a poder hacer es, una vez que lo mandé de tour, voy a poder ir a visitarlo para suplir alguna falencia que en ese momento esté teniendo. Por ejemplo, si querés, hasta acá, Bruno, porque si no te voy a volver loco y después.
Sí, capaz que era muy largo, ¿no?
Sí.
No, yes. Maybe once you finish selecting everything, you have to go and tours last anywhere from 28 to 48 hours based on the amount of stages you selected, and you will be able to check out on the character while it's touring and see if the character needs anything and in order to improve its performance. Because if you select a lot of stages but the character doesn't have enough energy to perform, it will end up abandoning the tour. So that way maybe it ends up being not profitable. So you have to take into account the energy and all that.
Por eso yo voy a tener la posibilidad de visitar al músico, lo voy a poder visitar en el medio de la gira. Y una vez que yo haya terminado este tour y se haya ido de tour mi músico, yo voy a poder ir a verlo después de 2 o 3 fechas para ver cómo está. Y, como le digo, si tiene hambre, darle algún consumible, si le hace falta energía, si le hace falta moral, estabilizarlo para que pueda seguir la gira de la mejor manera.
Yes, once you finish building the tour and you have everything set up, you will be able to visit the character and give him different things in order to improve his energy, his morale, so that you can make sure that the NFT finishes the tour as optimally as possible.
Y entonces, luego de esto, ya cuando termine el tour me va a salir una pantalla en donde me va a decir cuál fue el rendimiento de mi tour, cuánto yo invertí, cuánto TBC invertí en el tour, en caso de que haya invertido y que haya hecho la manera en la que se invierte TBC y no la forma gratuita, y cuánto TBC de más gané por haber tenido una buena performance. Y eso va a tener un ranking de los más ganadores que, se va a transformar. Semana a semana se va a dar el ranking de los mejores jugadores que, como digo, tiene que ver, es muy apasionante porque, para mí por lo menos, porque tiene que ver con la estrategia de un manager. Acá no se trata de tener el mejor NFT con la mejor movilidad, con el mejor hotel, no. Acá se trata de tener las mejores condiciones para el NFT que yo tengo. Y de esa manera voy a tener el mejor rendimiento.
Yes, once you finish touring, you will be able to see how you perform and how your NFT perform on that tour, given all the specs that you chose previously. Because this game isn't based on just selecting the best everything, because you need to take into account your NFT's popularity, your NFT's energy. So there is a lot of aspects in terms of how you play the game, because it's not just choosing the best things, but rather choosing the best things and optimizing everything for your particular NFT. So maybe your NFT doesn't need to perform on the biggest stages because he's unable to fill them, but rather you have to select the medium stages and optimize the marketing, the way that he transports, and how his morale is during that tour. So that in that sense, it's quite a realistic game with which takes a lot of things into account in order to decide how much money you make on those tours. Because if you select the best of everything, but your NFT isn't popular at all, then you will most likely be losing money, and that tour won't be profitable. There will also be a ranking showing you how you are doing compared to other players, so that you know if you're doing well or not in terms of the game.
Cool. I think you finished with that bit now?
Yeah, I think so.
Finish.
Awesome. Yeah, there's a lot going on. So your NFT sale, so which bits are NFTs and which bits are you buying with TVC?
Pregunta
How do-
cuáles son NFTs y cuáles son que compras con TVC.
¿Cómo? ¿Cuáles son?
¿Cuáles son los NFT? O sea, los cantantes son los NFT y los stages, todo eso es con TVC, ¿no?
Bien. Hay una cosa muy importante, que es que los NFTs no se compran con TBC, se compran con BNB, ya que tenemos una modalidad, una economía bastante novedosa, en la cual no comprometemos al token para dar las rewards, sino que los rewards salen de la compra de NFTs, y estos NFTs se compran en BNB, y así nosotros damos las recompensas, directamente damos las recompensas, sí, en TBC, pero no sé cómo decirlo. Damos las recompensas en TBC y en Ethereum, pero bueno, después lo vamos a decir. El tema es que lo hacemos solamente con BNB.
Okay, yeah. The thing that you buy, the NFTs that you own and buy with BNB, which is something quite interesting in the way that the economy works, is that the rewards are paid in TBC, but you buy the NFTs with BNB. So you select the stages and everything inside whilst playing with TBC, but the first investment in order to sustain the rewards and economy is with BNB in the sale of NFTs. So there is both BNB sales and TBC sales, but you are only able to buy the NFT using BNB and buying those mystery boxes that are on the screen, which are the basic one, the common one, and the premium one.
Okay, so the NFT is the manager and the boxes, is that right? The mystery boxes, and then
you are the manager. You act as the manager. You, the person, are the manager. The NFT is the singer. What you buy with TBC, the manager pass, that gives you access to the tour mode of the game.
I see. I understand. And then you're earning basically based on your performance with everything that you selected, as long as you've optimized it.
So it's quite a realistic game in that sense, because you are acting as a manager to a singer.
Okay, I'm with you. So these mystery boxes, I was just I was looking at that. What do you get in them? What's included with them?
On the mystery boxes, you get an NFT of a singer, depending on the box that you select. The percentage and possibility of getting an NFT with better stats in the beginning. So, another thing is that they will be giving rewards if you hold the TBC inside of the game, You will be getting rewards in Ethereum for having the TBC in the game, but you will also be getting TBC rewards depending on how well you play the game.
Okay, where does the Ethereum come from? Is that part of the tokenomics?
Ahí te animas a explicar de dónde viene el Ethereum.
Claro. Nosotros lo que hacemos es... hay dos tipos de rewards. Rewards por jugar el juego y rewards por ser tenedor de TBC dentro del juego. La mitad de la venta de las Mystery Box va a ir a la recompensa de los jugadores que mejor hayan jugado en The Voice Crypto, por primera parte.
Okay, yeah, 50% of there is two types of the rewards. One for playing the game and the other one for participating for having TBC inside of the game. So those rewards were 50% of the sale from the mystery boxes goes directly to rewards the people having TBC inside of the game. So that way you get a reward in Ethereum because it's Ethereum pegged on the BSC network.
Exacto. Y lo que vamos a hacer ahí es como el reparto de dividendos en una acción del mercado tradicional, en el cual nosotros una vez al mes vamos a repartir las ganancias de manera proporcional, en todas las personas que tengan TBC dentro del juego. Se les va a asignar a ellos, se les va a dar una parte en un sintético de Ethereum, por supuesto, porque estamos en la BCC.
Yes, you will be able to get rewards in Ethereum pegged to the BSC network, proportionally to the amount of tokens of TBC that you have inside of the game, like the dividend payments on a stock. Once a month, those rewards will be split depending on the amount of tokens that you have inside the game.
Okay, no, yeah, that's cool. I think I've got my head around that. I think there's lots of ways to earn, isn't there? But I think there's a breakdown basically on your website, so you can win the music jewels, selling musicians and instruments, so you're going to be able to resell those NFTs.
Yes, there's a marketplace for selling the NFTs.
And yeah, going on tour with your musicians or bands, renting your stage. So you're renting your stage out to other people, I'm guessing, because they want to perform on the stage that matches their character, right? Their singer.
Están preguntando si se pueden alquilar los estadios para
Exacto.
jugadores que puedan. Yes, exactly. You will be able to rent your stage.
En esta primera etapa, los stage los proveemos nosotros. Pero dentro de muy pocas semanas ya vamos a poder, los jugadores van a poder alquilar los stage y justamente ahí va a venir una puja entre el que tiene el espacio con una cantidad de spots disponibles, o sea, porque es un horarios disponibles. Yo tengo un teatro y me pasa eso, ¿no? O sea, llegan los artistas y yo tengo que administrar y poner los espectáculos que mejor van. Bueno, estos dueños de estos stages, los inquilinos de estos stages, los administradores de estos stages, tendrán que también empezar a elegir de la mejor manera según lo que ellos creen para su stage, y ahí el metaverso empezará a mover entre distintas fuerzas.
Okay, yeah. During these first weeks, the stages will be provided by the voice itself, but then you will be able to buy an NFT of a stage, and you will have to manage the stage and try to optimize the hours that you are renting it to, because it's like a real life stage. You have to manage different hours because there can be two performances at the same time. So you have to also optimize the way that you run the stage and make it as optimal as possible to improve the profits brought from these stages.
Okay, I have interest. Are you guys planning to bring out any kind of tutorials into this video-wise. You might already have some, but I'm not sure if I've seen them yet. But like a relative like beginner's guide into how to get started and stuff.
Pregunta si van a hacer algún video tutorial de cómo arrancar en el juego.
Muy bueno, sí, muy buena pregunta. Sí, hay una guía de juego que ya está terminada y ya va a ser publicada en estas horas, porque es un juego que requiere de una estrategia. Es un juego especulativo que requiere de una estrategia y es muy importante saber jugarlo. Entonces, sí, va a haber una guía sobre eso.
Yes, there will be a guide that will be uploaded in the next couple hours because it's a speculative game. So there is a lot of strategy behind the way that you play the game. So it's quite important to have an idea of how to optimally play.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would help. Just help get your head around it a little bit because I think there's a lot going on with different elements, isn't there? And I think that would be very beneficial.
Yeah, for sure, a multi-faceted game.
So, in terms of development of the game, then whereabouts are you with that? Is that going to be something that's ready at launch?
Preguntan si el juego va a estar pronto a launch. Sí, ¿no?
Claro, sí, ni bien salido el token.
Yes, as soon as the token is listed, you will be able to play the game. So it's quite developed already.
Okay.
So it's ready to go.
Nice, that's good. And I see a few references to the metaverse as well. So is this something that you're considering in the future, like making the game?
It's the universe and all the stages and all that. It's not a 3D game that you play. So it's the stages behind it, the NFTs. So it's everything that is behind them. The hours that you select, the stages that are for rent, and all of that.
And just looking at the token, you refer to it as obviously the native token for the ecosystem, but also it's going to have a real life use. What's the story behind that?
Por el uso real del token.
Claro, vamos a tener no solamente la gente que quiera jugar y que quiera tener altos rendimientos, por supuesto, va a también demandar el token. Pero más allá de eso, nosotros vamos a generar usos reales, como por ejemplo la venta de tickets para eventos internacionales de alta talla. Estamos cerrando convenios. Estábamos hablando de festivales internacionales como el Lollapalooza, como el Rock in Rio, bueno, que se hacen en distintas partes del mundo, con el cual vas a poder comprar estos tickets con los TBC que tengas dentro del juego. En el shop, así como compras un consumible, le compras una barra de chocolate al NFT, también vas a poder comprarte tickets para ir a ver a tu artista favorito en cualquier parte del mundo.
Yes, they are closing a partnership where you will be able to buy tickets for real life events such as Lollapalooza, Rock in Rio, etc. In the same way that you buy a chocolate for your NFT by playing the game, you will be able to buy tickets for these concerts. So they are closing a partnership in order to do this and get real life concerts and festivals in all parts of the world with your TBC.
Incluso vamos a hacer que muchas veces puedas conseguirlo incluso más barato que lo comprarías con una tarjeta de crédito en el mercado tradicional.
A lot of times also there will be discounts by paying with T, so it will be cheaper than buying it with a credit or debit card. So there is some incentive for you to also buy with the TBC tokens these tickets.
That's good. So have you already got connections in the industry in terms of using it for tickets and stuff?
Pregunta si tienen conexiones en la industria para usarlo para tickets.
Claro, sí. Es una de las cosas que mejor hago justamente es eso por mi condición de cantante y de productor. Entonces estamos teniendo muy buenas asociaciones que pronto las iremos diciendo. Ni unos días luego de que ya salga el token, ya iremos dando los primeros recitales para que la gente vaya viendo que realmente el token tiene una usabilidad superior a la del juego incluso.
Yes, Federico, as a singer and producer, has a lot of access to contacts, so they are closing a lot of partnerships. And a couple days after the tokens is launched, they will be starting to announce everything for the festivals and tickets for concerts. So, yes, it's something that is quite in the late stages of development.
Cool. Right. I'm just going to rewind a little bit now and just have a look at your tokenomics and your initial distribution. So you've had a 1% private sale. Is that correct?
¿Tuvieron una private sale de 1%?
Exactamente, tuvimos una venta privada.
Yes, there was
Que
a
ya
private
está.
sale, which is already closed from my understanding.
And how much did you? Sorry, was that? Did you have that up then?
¿Cuánto costaron?
$60,000.
Yes, they $60,000 from the private sale.
And what rate was that? Sorry.
The rate
comparison.
was, based on the screen, it was 6 cents per token.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I see that now. Down there. Yeah. And then your public sale price is 12 cents per token. So
Yeah.
about 50% discount, right? Who did you do your private sale with?
¿Con quién hicieron la private sale?
Con de distintos Ventures Capital, no me acuerdo el nombre, tengo uno, es SEA Capital, pero después hay 2 o 3 más que no lo recuerdo en este momento exactamente los nombres.
Yes, they did their private sale with different venture capitals. He doesn't exactly remember the names, but one was CA Capital.
And I'm right in understanding, yeah, you got a vesting on it as well, haven't you? With 20% unlocked at token generation. And then monthly for 6 months.
Que el 20% se libera apenas se liste y el resto 6 meses después, ¿no?
Exactamente, eso es en la venta privada y ahora en la pública no tiene vesting. Por
Yes,
eso también cambia el precio, ¿no?
Yes, there is the vesting on the sale, which is exactly as you said, 30% on the after the release and the rest 6 months later.
And so far, how have you used those private funds? Has it mostly gone to the game development?
¿Han usado la plata para eso, principalmente para el desarrollo del juego?
No, el 70% de eso va a la liquidez y ahora el 80% de lo que hagamos en la presale también va a ir a la liquidez.
Okay, so 70% of the money raised on the private sale will go directly to the liquidity, and the other 80% that is raised on the public sale will be also into the liquidity.
Okay. Can we talk about this 45% reserve? What's your plans for that?
¿Cuál es el plan para la reserva esa de 45%?
La verdad es que es imposible saber dentro de un año y medio, qué es lo que va a necesitar nuestra empresa. Por lo cual, lo que decidimos es prescindir de esos tokens ahora y se le adjudicará un destino en ese momento en el que veamos si haremos, no sé, todo un metaverso 3D o no sé, o lo llevaremos a jugar a distintas partes. Buscaremos otras opciones, pero esto es dentro de un año. Por hoy, lo que queremos es dejar tranquilos a las personas de que los tokenomics están mayormente no, todos bloqueados, y que nosotros disponemos exactamente, somos muy claros en lo que vamos a disponer y qué es lo que vamos a hacer con ellos, y no ponemos en los tokenomics los rewards. No comprometemos al token con los rewards. Nosotros sabemos cuándo vender, cuándo no comprometer al token. Sin embargo, no vamos a hacer que todo el público que tiene TBC, que tenga TBC en ese momento, quiera vender cuando quiera, comprometiendo los tokenomics.
Okay, it's a reality that they don't know what they will be doing in 1 year or so with the platform. Maybe they will be developing a 3D metaverse, or maybe they will be doing something else. But they want to give the peace of mind to the investors that all the tokens are locked for the moment, and they will be managing the tokens based on what ideas come from the voice team and building up on the platform. So that way, they can keep safe in their minds by knowing that the rewards won't come from those tokens, but rather they will be coming from the sale of the NFTs, and the rewards split from those sales that come in BNB and are then swapped into the Ethereum peg on the BSC. So the tokenomics aren't compromised because of the rewards inside of the game.
Okay, I understand. Yeah. So it's for the future of the project, basically, and the development, depending on how you decide to go with it.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I think it's about coming towards the end from me. Other than there is one thing about your pre-sale. Where are you holding that? Is that on Plutonium? Is that correct?
Yes, the sale is on Plutonium, which is my launchpad. And so we have been working with the team at The Voice in doing the private sale on 28th. Capaz que pueden explicar un poco más o menos de la venta pública del 28, ¿no?
Exacto, el 28 se va a hacer una venta pública con waitlist. Las primeras 2 horas a las 15 UTC, las primeras 2 horas. Explícalo, Cris, así tenemos alguna.
Sí, dale. Vamos a hacer 2 lanzamientos en paralelo, uno en Plutonium y otro en Unicrypt, el cual se va a realizar el 28 de febrero a las 15 UTC. Van a tener 2 horas para comprar las personas que estén en la waitlist, y luego a las 17 horas se va a liberar al público.
Yes, there will be a launch both in Plutonium and Unicrypt, where at 15 UTC you will be able to buy with the whitelist spot, and on the after 17 UTC the whitelist, in case that the hard cap isn't reached, will be open to the public so that anyone without a whitelist can participate.
Understood. And how much are you trying to raise at the pre-sale?
¿Cuánto era que estábamos tratando de juntar? 840 BNB, ¿no?
840 y 500 y pico en Unicrypt.
En Plutonium el hardcap es de 840 BNB y en Unicrypt 560.
Okay, so the hard cap on Plutonium will be of 840 BNB, and on Unicrypt it will be of 560 BNB.
Okay, and how are you feeling regarding the current market and situations?
¿Cómo se siente con el mercado actual y la situación?
No hay situaciones ideales, uno hace ideales las situaciones. Así me lo dijo una vez mi padre, y así nosotros vamos a remar y luchar, y es lo único que sabemos hacer.
Yes, there are no ideal situations, but rather that you make your own ideal situations. Okay. That's something that his father told him. So they will be trying to do everything, even if it means working and no sleeping. So yes, there is a lot of work behind on The Voice, and I can guarantee that because I have been seeing them work.
Yeah, that's nice, man. That's the attitude. There's always something, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, Mark, have you got anything, mate? Do you want to bring up?
Yeah, I just wanted to say a couple of things. Obviously, you can see that you put a hell of a lot of work into the development of this project up to now. Was the game developed in-house, and how was that funded?
¿Fue el juego diseñado por ustedes, tipo, y pagado todo por ustedes el desarrollo, o tienen algún tercero?
Orgullosamente, lo voy a decir yo porque no, si no va a ser muy modesto. Orgullosamente está creado por nosotros, pensado por nosotros, pero básicamente diseñado por Cristian y por un equipo que, o sea, es todo nuestro. Y todo nuestro, y digo, yo no escribí ni un código. Realmente es un equipo impresionante con Cristian a la cabeza. Son gente que trabaja en bancos, en BBVA, en Banco Macro. Cristian acaba de irse del Banco Galicia para entrar en el Mercado Libre. Trabajan en seguridad, son gente muy preparada y realmente desarrollan de esta manera. O sea, todo es nuestro.
Yes, the game was 100% developed in-house. So the team is completely capable. The team either works in huge companies such as the BBWA Bank, Mercado Libre, which is the biggest competitor to Amazon at the moment. So it's quite a really competent team and hardworking, and everything was completely developed in-house, from the graphics to the logic behind the game to the algorithms. So everything was 100% done by the team.
Okay, nice. Yeah, that's good to know. And just on a legal aspect, the voice, somebody mentioned this in our community. As and when you grow, obviously the voice, I'm guessing, is trademarked in a lot of countries. Have you thought about the implications of that?
Preguntan del tema legal, de que como The Voice debe estar registrado en un montón de lugares con el trademark.
Se pueden registrar las ideas, no se pueden secuestrar las palabras. The Voice puede ser usado y no hay ningún elemento que haga alusión a que nosotros estamos copiando algo, porque si ven, es todo totalmente inédito y por el contrario, ni en el logo, ni nada, y encima solamente The Voice no es un registro, sino que está The Voice del concurso en distintos países, pero no solo la palabra The Voice no se puede, es algo que es de dominio público, que son 2 palabras.
Yes, you can copyright ideas, but The Voice in itself, it isn't something copyrightable or trademarkable, because it's a word that is used in the common language, so that everyone uses it. So it isn't possible to trademark those sets of words specifically. You can copyright the idea, but since this game is 100% original and has no inspiration behind the TV show or the contest, then there is no legal issues behind the use of the term The Voice.
Okay, yep, good to know. And just one final one. As the game grows in terms of its user base and stuff, are you looking to be able to introduce card payments to be able to buy the token, say via your website?
Cuando va creciendo el juego, ¿piensan implementar alguna manera de usar tarjetas de débito o crédito para la compra de tokens en el juego mientras que crecen los usuarios?
Es una muy buena apreciación, es algo que venimos hablando con Cristian hace muchísimo. Para nosotros es importantísimo la adopción del común denominador de la gente en cripto, y nos parece que esa es una de las formas más importantes para poder hacerlo, así que sí, eso va a estar implementado seguramente pronto.
Yes, it's something that that Federico and Christian have been talking about for a long time, because they want to get the common folk involved in crypto, and that is one of the best ways to do it, by implementing a simple two-way form. So it should come in no time, and it's something that they will be working on.
Okay, yeah, that's great, because that would definitely be important for getting, like you say, non-crypto folk involved and stuff, who are likely the ones that are going to be playing this game. So that's good to know.
Okay, if it's all right with you, we'll see if there's any questions from the community. Whoever's in here.
Hey, I have a question. I know we kind of discussed this in the past, and great AMA, by the way. But or at least I heard in the past about incorporating real world, like real life concerts, and incorporating real life concerts and the voice, and incorporating those two together. Um, is there ever a situation where I can use the voice, at least the tokens that you guys are offering, to go to like a real life, let's say Kanye West concert, or like a Drake concert or something?
Yes, it's something that we mentioned a couple minutes ago. There is a partnership almost closed, where you will be able to buy tickets for different festivals such as Lollapalooza, Rock Rio, etc. So yes, the plan is to eventually incorporate the aspect of buying real life tickets, like you buy a consumable inside of the game, such as a chocolate bar, for your player to consume during a tour. The same way you will be able to buy a ticket for a real life concert, and it will be even a bit cheaper than buying it with a debit or credit card if everything goes according to plan.
Great. Yeah, thank you. That'll also definitely tackle a lot of the secondary market, because I know usually a ticket goes for like 50, $60, but when people buy it, people then resell it, to the secondary market for $300 to $500. So that might, if they can get, or if they can sell or purchase the tickets through the voice or the crypto that you guys are releasing, then it gives them an opportunity to it gives the artist an opportunity to kind of, get a portion of that, if that makes sense. So yeah.
Sí, lo que está diciendo él básicamente es que le da una posibilidad a los artistas al momento de comprar tickets con The Voice de facturar en la reventa del mercado secundario, al ser en la blockchain venta del ticket.
No solamente eso, sino que también para los productores, ustedes piensen que hay mucha gente, viajantes, que viajan en avión con miles de tickets para venderlos en efectivo, por los impuestos, por la cuestión. Todo esto se soluciona y al productor se le puede pagar de una forma mucho más amigable, y es algo que, bueno, se solucionan un montón de cosas desde ese lugar. Así que sí, es algo que va a tener gran impacto, seguramente.
Yes, not only that, there is a lot of people, such as producers, that travel with thousands of tickets on their briefcase while traveling, so that they can sell them in cash. So it will help paid producers in a much more efficient manner. So yes, there is a lot of benefits in incorporating the sale of the ticket into the blockchain itself.
Right. And what's the timeline? Is there a timeline that you guys can give? Because essentially the crypto world, bridging the crypto and the real world are one of the biggest utilities that everybody looks for. How we're going to be able to bridge those two together, and how fast we're going to be able to bridge two together.
¿Algún tiempo estimado de para cuándo más o menos van a estar primero la venta de los primeros tickets?
Entre una semana y una semana y media después de salido el juego, se va a poder hacer.
Between 1 week and 1.5 weeks after the game is released, you will be able to buy the first tickets to concerts in the real world.
Nice, that's amazing. So for example, the transaction would be you purchasing, a concert, then that crypto gets converted to like a QR code or something that gets, established on the blockchain. And when I go to the concert, I can just have them scan the QR code, and then they're going to give me entrance into the concert. Is that fair?
Pregunta si una vez que compras el ticket se genera un QR o algo por el estilo en la blockchain, después vas al concierto, te lo escanean y pasás.
En realidad, acá hay que jugar un poco entre la web 2.0, la 3.0. Hay tickets que te llegan por mail, te llega un QR y se acabó. Entonces nosotros tendremos que hacer esos pasos para llegar a que la persona reciba ese mail, porque es el sistema de venta del concierto en general. Los conciertos que estén más adelantados y que ya estén vendiendo que podamos vender con un NFT y demás, se hará de esa forma. Cuanto más cripto lo podamos hacer, para nosotros mejor.
Yes, there is a lot of Web 2 and Web 3 implementations because a lot of tickets will only be that you receive a QR code on your email. So there is a method in order to bridge those two worlds together in order to optimize transactions.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's all the questions I had. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Thanks for the questions, Blast. Does anyone else have any questions?
Will do, buddy.
Hey, Kyle, you all right?
Cool. Yeah, not too bad. Fantastic project, guys. Can I just ask a few questions about the team? How many team members have you currently got working on this project?
Pregunta cuántos miembros hay en el equipo.
Cool.
Aproximadamente 12 personas y estamos sumando una persona más entre developers React, backends, UX, UI, analytics, bueno, etc.
There is 12 people in the team between React developers, backend developers, UX, UI, etc. So, and they are currently working on adding another person to the team.
Fantastic. And out of them team members, how many people are actually full-time working on the project on a daily basis?
De los miembros del equipo, ¿cuántos están trabajando full time en el proyecto? O sea, a tiempo completo.
Todos tenemos nuestros trabajos y en realidad quitamos las horas de sueño para personalmente, Cristian y yo estamos no full time, doble full time, las 23 horas de las 24 del día, y todos los demás están entre 8 y 6 y 8, 10 horas según el día, según el momento, cada uno, y después hay momentos específicos de los desarrolladores en donde están una semana todo el día, pero lo vamos manejando, no es algo rígido, sino que tiene que ver lo manejamos por proyecto y lo manejamos por objetivo.
Yes, they all have a full-time job outside of the voice, but they replace the time that they used to sleep with working on the project. So everyone on the team is working between 6 to 8 hours a day on this. As well as some of the developers themselves having to work 1 week straight just into the project of the voice itself.
Fantastic. I just noticed that a lot of AMAs I go to, everybody tends to discuss the project itself and the utilities available. But what is very important to myself and my investments is the team behind the project. You could have an absolutely fantastic utility platform and an idea, but it's actually the team behind the project that drives it. So working along them lines,
sorry, could you repeat the question? I couldn't hear it.
I think we lost him towards the end.
Yeah, I think we lost him.
We'll give him a minute to come back. Kyle, you there? No, he's gone. Wandered too far from his Wi-Fi. While we're waiting, has anyone else got any other questions? No. Right. So it's become a bit of a thing here. Well, in case Kyle comes back, he can get his question in. But yeah, it's become a bit of a closing statement in the Legit Crypto Lounge over the past few AMAs. And the question is, when will you consider this project a success for you?
¿Proyecto fue exitoso o es exitoso?
Nosotros hacemos mucho hincapié en la longevidad. Para nosotros lo más importante, por supuesto todos queremos realizarnos económicamente, ganar dinero, está buenísimo, pero nosotros creemos que el proyecto exitoso es un proyecto que llegue a tener una longevidad de años y que podamos tener una empresa sustentable, que es algo que venimos viendo poco en el mundo cripto de los NFT, y la verdad es que es algo que nos proponemos y que realmente creemos que es totalmente lograble, totalmente posible.
So yes, they aimed for longevity of the project. So that's the way that they will measure the success. That the voice is a constantly growing project.
Cool. That's good. I think notes Kyle's come back. I don't know if he wants to ask his question again before we finish up.
Guys, I disconnected there. So what I was saying is a lot of AMA lounges just concentrate on the project and the utility itself rather than the team behind it. Of course, if the team isn't solid behind the project, it never succeeds no matter what vision they've got. The team that you've got currently there's quite a few members there. How do you guys actually know each other and how have you come together to create this project?
Pregunta que es un equipo bastante grande, que cómo se conocen entre sí. Todos los miembros del...
Sí,
no fue juntar.
Son todos compañeros, ex compañeros actuales y demás, y también amigos de la vida que nos reencontramos con un mismo objetivo. Y bueno, nada, la vida nos cruzó y así fuimos formando el equipo.
It's comprised between friends, co-workers, etc. that life has brought together in order to build the team at The Voice.
Yeah, that'd do. Yeah, that's it. It's the end of the questions.
All right. Thanks, Kyle.
Thank you very much. Wish you guys the best of luck.
Federico, I hope you're going to serenade us with an outro.
Si le podés dar una outro, una salida tipo explicando.
¿Una salida del juego?
No, de piano, de algo, no sé. Tipo una
Stamattina mi sono alzato, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Stamattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invasor.
Awesome.
Ahí vamos.
That's great.
Yeah, super
That was
great.
impressive.
Yeah.
Sí. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más puedo hacer?
Or,
Let's party.
listen, guys, thanks very much for coming in to do an AMA. It's been cool having you. It's been nice getting to know about the Voice Crypto. And
Yeah, good luck, guys.
any good guys? There's a few people missing from here tonight, so we'll get a link up, get it posted, and we'll send them over to your Telegram if they've got any more questions.
que hay alguna gente faltando, que lo van a estar mandando a su Telegram por si tienen alguna pregunta. Así que está.
Perfecto. Thanks. Great.
Yeah, thank you very much. Great AMA. Thank you.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure as a translator.
Thank you. Thank you, Bruno.